Okay, so unfortunately it is coming to that time of year again where it is getting colder and colder and the clocks are about to be changed. And if you commute into work like I do every single day on a bike and or you ride all year round just for the love of it, then you understand the struggles of being cold on the bike. Yes, you can counteract that with multiple layers on you, but that does get bulky and quite restrictive. Now, as you might know, there is heated garments all over the market, but today I've got something quite cool to show you. This is Merlin's Thermavolt range. Now, I will be taking these out on the road and doing a few testing months with them as well to give you a video later down on the line. But for now, if you are shopping for one before the season hits, then this is the video for you. I'm just going to give you some of their technical specifications of their Thermavolt range. So without further ado, let's get into it. So like I said, this is going to be more of a technical specifications video and less of a review. The review will come later down the line once I've tested these garments out on the road. Now, I want to briefly touch on what they have in their range. Now, they do have quite a few things. Today, we're going to be focusing more on the jacket because the technology is all there, and this applies to most of their other garments as well. They do all the regular things, so they have heated gloves, heated trousers, heated jacket, and something quite cool that they do also have is heated socks. Now, I do actually have them here. I forgot to take them out the packet, but they actually have heated socks. So if you are someone that gets quite cold feet whilst you're riding, this is definitely an upgrade for you, and they do work extremely well. So now on that, they have a lot of things in their range. You can go check out the website to see their full range, but let's get into the jacket itself. So the thing that you might be thinking of, I'm gonna start putting this on whilst we're talking. The thing you might be thinking of is the heating element itself. So this uses something quite cool. It's a carbon fiber technology. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but it's got carbon fiber panels inside it that heat the whole jacket up. It is a polyester outer fabric and it's got a heat reflective shield on the inside just to keep you nice and warm. It is quite form-fitting, but this is meant to be a mid-layer, and I do have to say it is quite comfortable. Putting this on for the first time, I did the other day and wore underneath my jacket. It does just feel like I'm wearing a tight jumper underneath or just a normal mid layer. It doesn't actually add too much extra bulk. Now you can plug this in to your bike with some included cables that come with it, and or use their batteries that you can buy separately. The batteries last quite a long time, so you can either have them on the lower setting at 3.75 hours or 1.6 hours on the highest setting, which is quite long, especially if you're commuting into work like me where it only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. You can either charge them at work or charge them at home for the next day. And if you're going on a longer journey, you can use the included battery connectors in the box to get them all connected up to your bike. So that pretty much covers powering the jacket. As like I said, you can use the batteries and or the battery on your bike. Being able to use batteries does mean you can wear this not only on a bike, but if you get cold doing other activities outdoors, then you can wear this jacket, trousers, anything from their range out and about just to make you nice and warm. So this doesn't just apply to motorcycles, it also applies to any other activity that you'd want to do with this jacket. Like I said, it's quite form-fitting, it's quite nice to wear. It doesn't actually look too much like a heated jacket, so you'd be able to wear this as something like a destination jacket. Now moving on to the rest of the powering, so if you want to power the gloves, in the sleeves themselves, there is some cables, so quick connectors that go into the sleeves. In front of that, you have some elasticated cuffs, so it forms to you, which are very discreet, they're very comfortable, and it does mean that there's no extra bulk around your wrists for when you want to use those gauntlet style gloves like you would in winter. Now moving around the rest of the jacket, on the bottom of the jacket, there is a drawstring around the hem, so you can adjust that around your waist. There is also, on the left side here, the Merlin logo, which is the control unit itself. There's a little pill shaped. The Merlin logo on the bottom, you press it and the 3 LEDs will light up depending on your heat setting. Now for the rest jacket, like I said, very comfortable. It is almost a destination jacket and you can use this when you're on and off the bike. Doesn't even have to be motorcycle related like I had mentioned. But yeah, there is pockets on the sides here as well as on the chest, and then there is one on the inside as well where your battery is normally kept. But if you're not using a battery, you can also store maybe some Haribo in there if you'd like. Now, like I said, this is just a technical specifications video. If you want something more in depth, I'm hopefully going to release the video in the next 2 months after I've tested it into some of the more winter months. I think it's quite unfair if I test it now when it is slightly warm outside. It's not hot, but it is slightly still warm outside. So I want to give this a true test of how it deals with the cold. If you want to come back to that, hopefully it'll be up in 2 months. But if you are planning to buy this soon, then I hope this video does help. If you have any questions for the next video that we put out on this jacket or any of the other heated range by Merlin in their Thermavolt section, then let us know in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them in the next video. Other than that, subscribe, like the video, ride safe, and we'll see you all soon.